8 subtle signs a woman is checking you out that you don't want to miss. Are you familiar with the indicators that a girl is showing interest in you? It's a valuable skill to acquire. Understanding how to recognize when a girl likes you can enhance your confidence, simplify approaching her, and make flirting more enjoyable. A crucial aspect of acquiring a girlfriend involves recognizing the signals in female body language that suggest she's interested. Ready to explore? Let's delve into it. 8 subtle signs a woman is checking you out. Ever found yourself in that situation? You spot an incredibly attractive girl, and the anticipation builds as you hope she'll take notice of you too, sending those fluttering butterflies your way. Now, picture this: suddenly, you begin to pick up on those subtle body language cues indicating that she's unmistakably checking you out. Can you envision the euphoria of being on cloud 9 in that moment? Well, here's the fantastic news. There are universal female body language signals that convey, even without a single word exchanged, that she's checking you out, and you're reciprocating those butterflies. That's precisely what we're going to explore: 8 subtle signs that a woman is checking you out. These signs are not to be overlooked. In reality, mastering the ability to interpret these body language cues is among the most fundamental and beneficial skills you can possess. As I often share with my academy clients, being able to recognize these signs and discern her interest in you is a game changer. It alleviates a considerable amount of pressure, boosts your confidence, and turns approaching and engaging with her into a much more exhilarating and enjoyable experience. So, does this pique your interest? If so, you're in the right place. Let's kick things off. As we embark on this journey, let's start with the initial subtle body language sign that indicates she's checking you out. Sign number 1. Firstly, a prominent indicator is her tendency to become noticeably giggly. This is a common behavior in many girls, arising from feelings of nervousness, excitement, or the fluttery sensations associated with certain emotions. It's crucial to recognize that not every girl exhibits this trait. If she isn't naturally prone to giggling, pay attention to other cues I'm about to discuss. However, if she generally tends to be more on the giggly side, it can serve as a positive signal that she is genuinely interested. I emphasize this point because sometimes, when a girl becomes giggly, a guy might misinterpret it as laughter directed at him or as a form of mockery. However, more often than not, it's a manifestation of her nervous yet attracted energy, causing her to giggle. Before delving into the next sign, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell for upcoming content. For those seeking relief from the challenges of painful and seemingly hopeless relationships, rest assured that I've got your back. It's essential to grasp these insights, so don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell to access exclusive secrets. Sign number 2. Alright, so here's another subtle clue that she's checking you out, and it's kind of amusing, to be honest. It genuinely brings a smile to my face because, despite sounding absurd, research indicates that it's surprisingly accurate. When a girl finds a guy attractive, it's quite common for her to unconsciously present her wrists and direct them toward him. It's essential to note that she isn't consciously aware of doing this. Women don't sit around thinking, "He's attractive, I'll showcase my wrist." That would be absurd. Instead, it's a subconscious action she performs without realizing it. There are a few ways she might do this, such as playing with her hair while her wrist is exposed to you, resting her hand on her wrist, or placing her head on her hand, all the while exposing her wrist or fiddling with her jewelry with her wrists visible to you. It might sound peculiar, but it's a behavior that girls often engage in, signaling a subtle acknowledgement like, "Oh hey, he's really cute." Sign number 3. Now, moving on to the next subtle indicator that she's checking you out, I like to refer to it as the chin tug. This particular gesture stands out as one of the prominent and frequently observed behaviors when a girl is attracted to someone. Importantly, she's not consciously aware of doing it, rather, it's a spontaneous reaction fueled by the surge of butterflies and excitement she experiences. Here's how it unfolds: as your eyes meet, she'll briefly look downward and away, either to the side or simply downward. If you catch her doing the chin tuck, it's a significant cue. It's like a realization moment for her: "Oops, he caught me looking at him. He's really cute." The chin tuck is among the most common body language expressions a girl exhibits when she finds you attractive and wants to grab your attention. Bonus tip. And, let me share a quick bonus tip with you. Sound good? Do I even need to ask? Everyone loves a bonus tip, right? Well, here it is. There's a significant distinction between merely attracting a girl and drawing her in a way that sparks a desire for a relationship. Being physically appealing might elicit a reaction like, "Wow, they're attractive," but the real game changer is when someone thinks, "They're attractive, and I'd love to be in a relationship with them." Many people face challenges despite recognizing signs of attraction because they fail to attract in a way that nurtures a desire for a relationship. So, why does this happen? To build a lasting relationship with a woman, just as you have certain needs, she does too. It's only logical. Successful men in love comprehend how to fulfill a woman's needs, creating a reciprocal fulfillment that forms the pinnacle of a relationship. This is what infuses magic, excitement, thrill, and beauty into a connection. In essence, regardless of your perspective, the key lies in understanding her needs and authentically fulfilling them. It just makes sense, doesn't it? Sign number 4. Alright, now that it's open in a new tab, let's continue exploring more subtle signs. Another indicator is when she checks you out, and a noteworthy clue is her playing with her jewelry. Earlier, I briefly touched on this when mentioning the possibility of her exposing her wrist while fiddling with her accessories, but the general act of playing with jewelry is a significant signal as well. It could be a necklace. Unfortunately, I don't have one right now, so I'll use my zipper for illustration. When a woman casually engages with her jewelry, it's a positive sign. I may have mentioned this before, and if so, I apologize, but it's quite amusing, so I want to share it. When I first delved into understanding female body language cues, I found it amusing because, as you're aware, it was crucial information for me to convey to you. I had no prior knowledge that women naturally exhibit these behaviors, it was just an instinctive response. As fate would have it, I was out dancing that night, and there was a remarkably attractive guy across the dance floor. Suddenly, I caught myself unconsciously playing with my jewelry, completely unaware that I was doing it, exposing my wrist, toying with my accessories, all while thinking, wow, he is really cute. This is something that girls do without even realizing it. Despite seeming random, it's a highly effective signal, so pay close attention. And here's a pro tip: if you can observe multiple signs simultaneously, like a wrist exposed, playing with jewelry, and a subtle chin tuck, that's a strong indication that she's checking you out and finds you attractive. Sign number 5. Alright, moving on to another amusing sign that she's checking you out. Body language can be quite comical but undeniably effective. This particular sign involves the direction of her feet. Often, we overlook what our feet are up to, but they tend to reveal our gut reactions or feelings. Even if we're being polite or focused in one direction with the rest of our body, our feet unconsciously convey where we truly want to go. This is evident when, for instance, someone in a conversation wants to exit, their feet will likely be pointed away from the person they're engaged with, indicating a desire to leave. The same principle applies when someone wants to engage and be noticed by another person. So, if you observe her feet pointing in your direction, even from across the room, take it as a positive sign, my friend. Before we dive into the remaining signs, a quick question: are you finding this video enjoyable? I don't recall ever creating a video specifically on signs she's checking you out. If that's a topic you'd like more of, drop a comment with "checking out" to let me know. Your feedback is incredibly valuable and helps me tailor content to your preferences. Generating ideas can be a challenge, so if you have other suggestions, feel free to leave those in the comments too. A massive thank you to those who generously contribute with super thanks. It truly enables me to maintain the quality of content for you. Whether you've used super thanks before or not, if you wish to support the channel and continue seeing my videos, consider using super thanks, as it genuinely makes a difference. Thank you for your support. Sign number 6. Alright, the next subtle sign can be a bit nuanced, so let me clarify. This indicator involves her smiling at you frequently. Now, why I say it's tricky is that it's easy to jump to conclusions like, oh, she smiled at me, she must be in love with me. This can lead to misinterpretations. Nevertheless, I'm including it here because it's one of the most common and frequent signs a girl displays when she's interested and attracted to you. To navigate this, consider the context of her smiles. Does she smile at you randomly, or is it more linked to common courtesies like when you enter a room or say hi? The latter scenarios might just be polite gestures and don't necessarily imply deep affection. However, if she's consistently smiling at you for no apparent reason, especially when your eyes meet, that could be a strong indicator that she's checking you out and is genuinely attracted to you. Sign number 7. This seamlessly brings us to the next signal: frequent eye contact. We've all experienced those instances where our eyes randomly lock with someone else's, right? It's a common occurrence. However, if this eye contact becomes a recurring event, it's a strong indication that she's intentionally trying to catch your eye. When your eyes consistently meet, it's a clear sign that she's observing you closely because she's genuinely attracted to what she sees. So, if you find this happening regularly, take it as a positive signal that she's checking you out and has indeed taken notice of you. Now, at this juncture, understanding what to do next becomes crucial. You want to ensure that the connection doesn't stop at merely locking eyes. Sign number 8. Alright, moving on to the next subtle cue that indicates she finds you cute and is checking you out. She allows you to get close to her. Particularly if you're not yet well acquainted, I'm not suggesting going in for a hug with a stranger or anything like that. However, if she's permitting you to be closer than the usual social distance, such as standing in proximity, sitting nearby, or maybe even experiencing a casual brush as you walk past each other, it can be a significant indicator of attraction. People typically don't let others get close without reason, and when a woman allows you to breach that personal space or cross the touch barrier, it often signals a strong attraction. Most individuals don't engage in such behavior unless there's a genuine liking and a desire for increased closeness. To ensure you grasp how to transition these subtle flirtations and attractions into deeper, passionate connections, it's crucial to understand the next steps. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.